testing. Mike, hello, welcome back. So, just wanted to give you a quick update on the whole Beans and Aang situation. Last night, I eventually did have to put Beans outside because I noticed that while she was inside, Aang just wasn't moving much. Like he was walking around the room but warily and not like his usual excited energetic self. And I also noticed he didn't approach the food bowl like at all. His mom did. Beans did end up like eating from the food bowl a few times, but Aang didn't approach it at all. And like by early morning, I put her outside. Then Aang eventually ate. So I don't think I'll keep Beans in my room. Maybe someday, once my other cat, once Dean passes, hopefully not anytime soon, but maybe then I'll bring her inside. But I think for now my bedroom is like considered Aang's property, so he was like a little too wary to he couldn't relax at all while she was in here, so I felt bad for him. And he's just a baby. He's barely 3 months old, so I think I'm gonna prioritize him for now. And Beans was originally a stray cat anyway, so she can live outside. She's fine with being outside. She can survive. Aang is was born and bred indoors, so I think born and raised indoors. Sorry, so I think it's better for me to just leave him inside and leave her outside for now. I just felt bad for him. Like throughout the night he just stayed by my side and he watched his mom warily, and I don't even know if he slept, but I do know that he didn't eat, so I felt bad for him then. So I don't think I'm gonna let Beans stay with him for now. Pretty young cat. Yeah, he was very young. I found him on the 9th of April. He was just born. He was still wet. He still had the placenta nearby. And yeah, I've been raising him ever since. I raised him with my own 2 hands. I had to feed him every 2 to 3 hours. I made his milk from the powdered goat milk stuff. And now he's big, and now he can poop and eat all by himself, and I'm a proud mama. Okay, that's enough about the cat. Let us continue with chapter 15. Let us keep barking for Vera. Okay, let me switch to the game. From where we left off last time... Okay, you should be able to hear me. From where we left off last time, we are right now very, very suspicious about how clean the whole place is, about how clean this Zero Atlantis is. And we haven't run into Lamia yet, but we know that she's here. We know that she arrived 4 hours earlier. Good grandma, even greater mama. Yeah, I am a grandma. I'm old. It's because of how old I am, I guess. It's what made me a good caretaker. As expected, some of the watertight compartments don't work anymore. The water keeps flowing from the left side. The right side isn't flooding, so something must be blocking it. We need to get out ASAP. Alright, ASAP. ASAP. The exit's over there. Let's go to the other side. Is this actually just gonna be an exploration? Nope. I was about to say, is there not gonna be any kind of fighting? Looks like there will be. Good thing there's still a platform we can stand on here. We'll need to figure out another way to get across. The route back up has been blocked by the isolation door. Can I destroy it? Nope. The isolation door is shut tight due to the lack of power. Find the power source. Power? Okay, this I think. The power converter is deactivated. Find the power source. What else can I interact with? You? Nope. Alright, can I interact with you? No. Is it this thing? I think these are the only 2 things I can interact with, though. Maybe I can... Oh. Can I destroy... Yep. Power source found. Isolation door unlocked. The water level of the laboratory is increasing. Return to the upper floors through the isolation door. Alright, let's go. I do know useless crap that looks like it can still be used. These are platforms that float on water, but the water level isn't high enough. More water is needed for the platforms to rise. I do know that the reason why they don't have any kind of corpses around is because it's too much work for the devs to have like corpses scattered here and there. But also, you know, I'm glad that they gave us a plot reason, a story reason why there are no corpses around. It's part of the mystery, it's part of the plot. Okay, I can go here, there. Water level is rising. Return to the upper floors through the path. Okay. Can I see the water rising? Is it rising? No, it's same. Oh, no. It is rising. It is. Yep, I see you. Come here, water. Up. Maybe I have to get closer again. Can I actually... Oh, I can still... The water's high enough. Let's go up. Water platform has been connected. We can get to the other side now. I was surprised that I was able to actually walk into the water. It has risen. It has risen. Oh, they just teleported me here. No exploring for you. Okay, now we fight. Move. Beware of the enemy attack. Jama! Okay. That's the exit. Let's go. Okay, next. Overclock 2. Oh, I can use my own units now. 0-point reactor 1. That exists in a vacuum and throughout the universe. Oh, immediately back to fighting. Hi, Spirit! Welcome! Hello! Oh. Those blasted corrupted are here already. What is that? Oh, there's... Oh, they're multiple. I thought it was just one huge one. Okay. Get out of my way! The surfer dudes, I remember you. Okay, alright. Bring it on! Already dead? No? Where are you? Wherever you stand is your battlefield. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Spirit. Ah! Hold on. That was... that was a message from my mother. Okay. Alright, I've replied to my mother. Overclock 3. Okay, these 3 notes are very short. Why is my throat doing this when I'm streaming? My voice did not sound like this while I was talking normally. How many more identical labs do we... Oh. Here. Incoming attack. Oh. Dodge. Dodge? Oh. I was waiting for it to get closer. Looks like they're just scum that are too afraid to attack head on. We need to find a way up there to take care of them. I should have used Lee. Because I think he's the only long-ranged unit that I have. This should take us up if it's activated. Okay, activate? Nope. Can't destroy that. How do you activate? Okay, anywhere I can interact with here. Maybe I'm supposed to go down first? Okay, I can go down. Water! I can't interact with that. Interact with... Oh, okay. This is a drain. Find the water inlet first. Water inlet. I knew a witch would arrive soon. Hi, Witch of Greed. Hi, welcome. Do you know Garnet Frame's history? I don't think they've really gone into it yet. I just know that this was the frame that Vera had while she was working in Kurono, and it's not in Babylonia's database, meaning, or at least she theorizes that if anything happens to her, then Babylonia can just claim that they didn't know anything about it. They didn't know that she turned traitor and stuff. So that's as far as I know about Garnet. They haven't revealed much yet. How'd you know? It's in your name. Water flow is resumed. The device is running. Oh no. I know Vera said she can swim, but, you know, she's also a construct. So, she, you know, she'll drown mostly, I'm pretty sure. Follow me. Let's go up. Oh. This party is getting sad. Sad? What's up? What do you mean it's getting sad? Moto kite I summon flag. Surfer guys again. Supposedly these are all corrupted that hear you scream. Corrupted that aren't from Atlantis. So far, I think the only one confirmed from Atlantis is Lamia. So I'm wondering, like, why are they here? When supposedly there are no humans left here. And I thought the corrupted, like, the only thing they can think of is to kill humans, right? So why come to a place that supposedly does not have any humans left? Does that mean there are humans still here? Are there survivors here? There's not much room to dodge. Hindu. Hi Firefly, hello. Sorry, I'm not reading chat too much. I'm trying to beat these surfer dudes. I hope you're recovering well, Firefly. Okay. I'm hungry. You rolled a natural one. Food is taking longer by 200%. Roll again. Can't. Hi, Kashiki. Welcome. Welcome back. Hello. Wherever you stand is your battlefield. I'm pretty sure you're making references to something I don't know. So, at least you're having fun in chat. Hi. It keeps ringing in your head. After following Vera and reaching several laboratories with force, you finally have arrived at the innermost city area of the city. So this is the photo, the art that we usually see, you know, during the transitions between nodes and stuff. Finally, we're here. Finally, I know where it's from. This place is designed to be tightly sealed. Some of the gates, however, have fallen into disrepair, and water has poured inside. What did Firefly do? Quite well. Can walk the stairs now. Congratulations! Congratulations. You know, you keep feeling dread because it means that you have to go to work again soon. But think of all of the cool stuff you could do once you can walk properly again, you know? You could play soccer again, and hopefully not break anything this time. Oh, it's Vera's ultimate voice line. Okay, I'm playing it in Japanese for now, so I don't remember much about her voice line in English. But the water disappears again after you cross the last enclosed defense line. The silhouette of the zero-point reactor emerges from the dark like a seamount forged with metal. Whenever she ults, it rings in your heart, in your ear, in your head. It rings everywhere. The two of you walk along the chasm between the mounts. Way above you in the dark is an all-encompassing, ghostly blue light. It is the ocean that envelops Atlantis. Right now, it shrouds the reactor like a sky. So we're already underwater? Separating the reactor from the force of the water is a layer of thick, transparent, tempered glass. Okay, so if it's already submerged, how are we gonna get out? Like Vera said, she'll survive, but I don't know how squishy human commandant will be able to survive under all of that water pressure. You know, once it's time for us to leave. Rory, hello. Too terrified to get back to soccer. Understandable, understandable. Still can't choose which skin to pick. Neither can I. Honestly, I've been putting that off. I've just been staring at the free skin ticket in my inventory. Just stick to normal exercises. Okay. Where you're from? I am from the southeast of the Asians. I'm a Southeast Asian. What's up, fellas? Hi, Query. Just pick Lucia's. It's the first of the month. Alright! Pride Month is over. It's already. Damn, it's already July. God damn. Oh, it feels like 2026 is going by so fast. It's already halfway over. Leave you alone. Good advice. Then there's another issue. Plume or not to plume? That's right, I also still don't have plume, but her Kowloon outfit is so cute. The pink on Lucia is so cute. But I don't have plume. That means I have to pull for plume. But do I have to, really? You're right, just realized 1st of July. Just pick whichever you like. You pick Pyro, but then I have to get Pyro to be able to, you know, to be able to actually enjoy the free skin. So many options, you know. They gave us a lot of choices with the free skin. I wasn't expecting that many choices, so now I'm kinda stuck. 4th of July soon. Happy 4th of July to all who celebrate, I guess. I hope you enjoyed the fireworks and the eagles and the... I don't know what you do on 4th of July. I just know you have fireworks. And barbecue. Yeah, that's the only thing I know. 2026 be like, I came, I saw, I left. Ola. That's what the character selector are for. Both are collecting dust in your bag. Yeah, the character selector, I also haven't selected anyone. I'm thinking of maybe Ishmael, but like I want to give myself more time to think. I don't wanna, you know, be too hasty with this. Don't pull Plume, why not? But Lucia looks so cute in the pink Kowloon outfit. Just stare out the window, watch the fireworks. You have Plume, but you picked Pyros because you still use her. Okay, fuck the meta. Anyone else? Just get Pyros from the selector. You're fine with the fireworks. That's the only good stuff. Not American, so you don't know. Oh, Nanami Star Trail is also very, very cute. She looks very, very cute. To me, I don't care about the meta. I just care that they look cute. Ah, man. That's why I haven't picked yet. Dante and Vera carrying your fire team. And that's another thing. You can't choose the collab characters either. If I could, I definitely would have gone for, you know, one of the Black Rock shooter characters. I don't know. I just think that they suit the PGR animation so well. Because Nanami is getting a leap next month. Oh, Nanami, it's Nanami time soon? Okay. Separating the reactor. Okay, let me go back to the story. Transparent tempered glass. The glass wall is so clear that it almost looks like nothing is there. Staring at it for too long, you would think that the water itself has formed the wall, unmoving. The large, indescribable piece of the reactor look nothing like the cutting-edge technology they are. Instead, they look like an ancient ruin, a tomb as lofty as a sleeping mountain. Yeah, I think these look more like... I don't know what they're called, but the data towers or like data centers, I think. Inside the tomb buries the glorious but cold dream of the Golden Age. Inside it buries a time that would no longer wake. Why do you think they built this thing underwater? I mean, they did say it's because it makes it easier for them to harness the ocean for a continuous supply of energy. Also, I'm guessing maybe being underwater helps it cool down a lot easier, maybe? Don't care about meta now. But Nanami will be replacing Liv in your team. Amp Tank Comp, it's back. You mean for meta, Ishmael is the best choice if you don't have her already, but get with me. You like Nanami is also great. Nanami is the best, don't you know? Helentine, Feral, and Nanami. Helentine is gonna be free, right? She's the one that's coming in the next banner. Very motivated alpha. He's busy with his exams. I think he's got a big exam coming up in like 2 weeks, so he's studying. That'll be your electric team. Very busy. He's a cat. And he was curious. No, stop wishing death upon motivated alpha. He's fine. He'll survive the exams. Don't worry. You'll see. Yeah, we love Nanami in this household. We cannot answer her. Plato's Atlantis ended up sinking in the ocean, but later some suggested that perhaps Atlantis had never broken the surface of the sea. You know what curiosity does to a cat? Uh, you know that that saying actually has another line. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So motivated alpha will return soon, probably. Kill the goblin, then kill God. Not that kind of exam. Perhaps it's the same for this reactor. Maybe its architects back then had expected the reactor to fail from the beginning. If the reactor goes out of control, the vast Atlantic Ocean will devour the base completely, like the tide swallowing a wave, and like a wave absorbing a bubble. Ah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I didn't think of that. If this place did, like, explode, or, you know, something happened, then the ocean would basically bury it. And it would just instantly be taken care of by nature. Does that mean that if the first 0-point reactor, if that place had actually been built in the ocean too, then the punishing virus wouldn't have... maybe not, because the punishing virus can travel across water. We know that already. So, okay, so maybe not. Maybe having all of the 0-point reactors underwater isn't the answer then. So many words, can't keep up, can't read all of them fast. Yeah, the chat usually isn't this fast. You guys good? Everyone okay? Why are you so excited tonight? There's no satisfaction for him. He didn't get SSS Alpha. There's still time, her banner's still up. Don't give up yet. How about ironic? If they were prepared for failure, why didn't they just stop? We got to this point because they were trying to control a power that wasn't theirs. The two of you keep going forward. The blue hue of the water casts the reactor in the shade of a glacier. Walking here feels like trekking through the depths of Antarctica, setting foot on the most barren no-man's land. I'm expecting the ocean to be like how it was in Avengers Endgame then, you know? With less humans in the world, there's probably less pollution and maybe, you know, more whales and dolphins in the ocean now. I mean, even with the punishing virus corrupted and stuff, it's not like they go after animals, right? Or at least, I haven't heard of them killing animals yet. They only go after humans, so... yeah, the ocean should be, like, very blue and very clear right now. Garlic bread reactor. You have said the magic words! He doesn't have time, but I do. I will get to her tomorrow. 3 more pulls for pity. Yeah, you can still get her, Spirit. Motivated Alpha can also still get her. I believe in him. Got the new Alpha. I didn't. I'm still gonna maybe save up my pulls for other characters. I haven't built the characters I already have. I don't have the resources to build a brand new character like the new Alpha. SSS, actually. Chidori, that's your name. It's Croiri. C-R-O-I-R-I. I think I'm saying it right. Croiri. Could also be Troiri. Gonna save till next Lucia. Alright, that's another thing. You guys didn't mention that Lucia is also coming up again. Ooh. Suddenly, Vera holds up a hand and stops you. Shush. Something flashes before you. Is it Lamia? Is it Lamia time? Thinking gonna get a copy or SS3 limpidity? The philo tree one? Hidden in the dark this whole time. It is Lamia! The culprit who sank the city has finally revealed her. Oh. Okay, she's the one who activated everything to make it sink. Okay. Lamia! I didn't know you had legs. Vera and you both recognize her at the same time. You know her. Oh, right. Lamia was also there during the beach episode, so Vera also saw her. Okay. Try to get Karenina, Captain. Karenina is the tsundere that I told you about yesterday, Mike. I think she's more tsundere than Vera, at least. No other character for you this year. That's the Ascendant with the Roland guy. She takes her battle stance. Lamia. Lamia stands at the center of the reactor alone, her expression strange and adrift, not even hearing Vera's and your footsteps approaching. She came here with a bunch of other corrupted, right? I wonder if those were the corrupted we fought, or if those corrupted that she brought are hiding, just waiting to ambush us. She only reacts when Vera's spear is about to hit her. Ew, ah! Stay away, stay away! I love you, Lamia. She stumbles back. You have fought her before, which is why you're certain of one thing. Lamia is not quite herself right now. Okay? Lamia, you good? You getting PTSD flashbacks? Lamia never skipped leg day, I can tell. I can tell. I guess all of that swimming does count as cardio. Sink to the bottom of the sea. Vera is a yandere. Yeah, Karen is the tsundere. I think Vera, you could argue that she is kinda tsundere-ish around the Commandant. I don't think she's one of those, traditional yanderes. She's not really the kind of person who enjoys causing pain to her loved ones. But yeah, she does like scaring them. So the Ascendants are also looking for information on the 0-point reactor. Lamia does not deny it, but maybe she doesn't even hear it. Vera takes Lamia's silence as confirmation and charges forward with her spear. Lamia cannot dodge fast enough, and the spearhead cuts off a strand of her hair. She looks at Vera, startled and angry, like a wounded dog whose territory is violated. Get out of here! Stay away! Stay away! At first, Lamia looks like she's going to strike back, but then her eyes are flooded with despair. Eventually, all that's left in her eyes is hatred that borders on madness. Oh, you have no idea why her emotions are changing so rapidly in mere seconds. Okay, so that answers it. Lamia is not good. Lamia is very, very not good right now. The Ascendants are also looking for information on garlic bread. He's literally the most forward character in the whole game. I mean, tsunderes can also be forward. Look at Nino from Quintessential Quintuplets. No one would deny that she is a tsundere, and she's very forward. Let's kill them so we can have all the garlic bread. No, spare me, get the others. Sink, just sink. Let it all sink to the bottom of the ocean with me. She steps back and the air around her distorts. Ooh. I don't think they've ever used this effect before. Special effect just for Lamia. You are familiar with that sight. She's trying to turn invisible and run. She's going to escape. Vera hisses before throwing the spear in her hand like a javelin toward where Lamia is standing. It flies straight towards Lamia's face. Oh, but the spearhead only pierces Lamia's projection. It goes right through and buries deep into the wall behind. KK is best tsundere? You mean Kei Shirogane from Kaguya-sama? She has still escaped right beneath your noses. Lamia, is it the time of the month? Nah, Lamia is just fish. It's just that we don't understand her. She has different struggles than us landlubbers. Oh, it's a game, not not Kei Shirogane from Kaguya-sama. The game, it's a name you thought you'd never hear. It's quiet again. Vera frowns, pulling her banner spear out of the wall. What's going on here? Why would an Ascendant find out about this place? Didn't the President say that the coordinates of this location are a secret? How come even a small fish like her can find out? Okay, let's think back. Who else would know about this place? We know Hasen knows, we know Nicola knows, but we don't know that Murray knows, and we don't know that Murray is the one who told Lamia, so really our suspect pool ain't that big. Lamia do be getting mood swings. Only the best girls get the mood swings. The control panel. Fine, we'll let her off the hook for now. Vera and you rush toward the control panel in the center. Is it too late to read the menu? I've got this. Yeah, where's the manual for this place? Do we just destroy everything? Lamia, do you want ice cream? Do they have ice cream here? In this world without garlic bread? Do they also... I'm guessing they don't have ice cream. Oh man, this poor world. Whoops. The central control system is not as complicated as you imagine. Operation systems like this are built in a similar vein. The things you learned from Lee in your spare time have finally come in handy. Finally! All the things Lee taught us were not in vain. But... Oh no. What did you do? Biodata identification has failed. You cannot operate it. The connection error that appears on the screen afterward completely shatters any hope you have got. Okay, now good to know that the Commandant isn't an expert in everything. He is not an expert hacker. Pet pets. We got this. The number that indicates how much the city has sunk keeps rising, while all operation options are locked behind the command to continue submergence. Not an unexpected ending. But damn it, how did the goddamn fish girl manage to operate the central control system? Yeah, she fish! But don't you know fish have a lot of DHA? DHA is good for your brain. Right as she says that, another screen appears on the monitor. It is the recorded footage of a meeting. We do have ice cream? Virgil ate it. This whole berry delight, this whole world is doomed for not having true garlic bread. And Dante ate strawberry sundae. Garlic bread has never been mentioned. Garlic bread was never mentioned. Ice cream was never mentioned. Pizza was never mentioned. Start reporting, you first. Not much to say, all radio communications have been unresponsive, but our equipment is fine, which means the problem is the relay and the receiving end. I have no idea what any of that meant. What's wrong with the relay? Neither the satellite nor the servers on the mainlands have responded, suggesting that all surface and orbital communication networks have failed. What's the worst case scenario? All human civilizations outside of this base have been annihilated. Yeah, that is the worst case scenario. You know, you guys are the only humans left and everyone else is dead. How about a less bad one? All 240 satellites in the sky and every server in Asia, Europe, and North America fail at the same time. They're too busy fixing them to answer our call. Well, it's more likely that they've been corrupted then, if that's the case. Can't really fix it if it's been corrupted. You need to send, squads of constructs to fix it, and then have those squads die, like Selena's. No, pizza and ice cream have been mentioned several times. Really? They mentioned pizza before? And they mentioned ice cream? I honestly forgot. Commandant is his top student. This is child play. It's just motherfucking garlic bread. Lestris does not laugh. What is the possibility of this scenario? The communication director does not laugh either. Less than 10 to the power of -17. I checked it before the meeting. Twice. Understood. It means we should proceed on the basis that human civilizations have ended. I don't know what I'd do if I were in this situation, yo. Like, I just wake up one day and it looks like everyone in the world has just disappeared or has died, or like I can't communicate with the outside world except with the people in like my close community, maybe just the people in my city. It wouldn't be the worst case scenario, but it would definitely be horrific. That we never saw. Pizza and ice cream alone will save PGR. It needs garlic bread. Yes, they need the garlic bread. They need the garlic serums. She concisely concludes before looking at the administrative director. How's the situation inside the base? Internal communications between the departments are stable. All personnel remains at their posts. The base is still in order. Nani the fuck. Oh, so that's the symbol of what the guy said before. I wouldn't know. I've forgotten everything about math. As soon as I graduated, I'm like, math gone, erased from my memories. Math is not included in my core memories at all. Equipment. Self-diagnostics is functional. We haven't received any reports of mechanical failure. Who's this? Why are you the only one silhouetted? Are you a playable character? Bridget, is that you? How are our supplies looking? Lestris looks at the logistics director, who sits the furthest away from her. Assuming our supply chain from the mainlands has been cut off, we can survive for a maximum of 15 months. How do you get that number? I calculated the minimum calories all staff members needed based on their weights, then divided the total calories, oh my god, so much math, of food we got in the base by that number. It's just an estimated figure. Give me some time and I'll calculate a more accurate answer. If we are to recreate the environment for the explosive first reactor, we need at least 21 months to figure out what happened there. I mean, do you guys really need to figure out how to blow up your own base? Instead of, figuring out how to leave or, like, how to get more food? If you don't have it, then install one. Right? You're flesh and blood. Disgusting. Are you not flesh and blood either, Corey? Lestris gets lost in thought, but only for mere seconds. How long will our supplies last if we reduce the personnel on the base? Oh. Alright, who's gonna volunteer to drown themselves out in the ocean? She looks up and asks the logistics director. The director pauses for a moment before answering. If we stop supplying the others and move all resources to the research department, we can last 23 months, long enough for you to complete your research. If I may, please. I don't recommend doing so. Your reason? He's a doctor and he literally took an oath to do no harm. Programs and machines will break down. People will get sick from the lack of nutrients. This will all slow down your progress. Not to mention that the communication department has been trying to contact any possible survivors or groups. If we can receive support from the outside world, our immediate crisis will be resolved. Yeah, don't lose hope already. To safeguard your research, we should prioritize the different departments and cut off supplies to the least important ones first. I agree. She nods. Then let's sort them. We'll cut off supplies to the administrative department first, then logistics. After that, medical, communication, robotics, data, and research. They're literally deciding, like ranking which ones stop getting food first. Which ones are gonna be sacrificed first for the greater good. She points at the directors around the table according to the order, and at last she points at herself. Objections? The silence in the conference room lasts for a few seconds. I object. I don't want to not have food, thank you very much. The administrative director begins to pack up the folders on the table. No one's objecting? Really? Damn. Okay. It's decided then. I'll notify my people. The recording of the meeting is over. The screen flickers and you see Lustrous' figure when the image becomes clear again. To whoever sees this record in the future, my name is Lustrous, the research director. This recording is set to public. Anyone who tries to access the central command system will activate this video. It plays automatically just in case someone fails to notice it. I'm just realizing that they haven't really shown or like said outright that any of these people are constructs. So then where did Lamia come from? Maybe they built Lamia like at the very, very end. Maybe as a way to, you know, because they made her like fish. Maybe as a way, as a last, as like the last thing that they could do to try to reach people outside. You know, that's why they made her fish. They wanted her to be a good swimmer to reach whoever may be out there. Maybe she's their last resort. Maybe Lustrous was her original, like, human self before she became Lamia. I mean, they both start with L. That's the only connection I can see. Okay, maybe make her hair longer and darker. I guess she could look like Lamia if she slouches. Yeah, I just haven't really seen any outright mention of constructs on this on Atlantis. I've put our first and final group meeting at the beginning of this video. I assume any human with common sense would understand what has happened to our base after watching it. The thing is, there's still so many questions though, Lustrous. Where did all of you go? Why are there no bodies around? I know you guys don't really have the space to bury people. Did you all just burn the corpses? Or did you throw them off the side and just let the sea take them? Presuming that you are an intelligent life such as a human, please allow me to skip to the main point. The last resort mentioned. Why are you suddenly hearing music when I said that? Because what I said will summon the boss. Thus, the boss music will play. I'm not sure what the exact time is now. The base has been in lockdown since the outbreak. We've given up on Greenwich Mean Time and instead opted for the base's timer as the time standard in our records. So I might be wrong about the month and day, but I think the year should still be accurate. This is the 3rd year since the outbreak of the punishing virus. Oh! They managed to last 3 years, even though they predicted 23 months. Okay. We've run out of food. No one's coming to save us. The most logical conclusion is that the human race beyond this space is extinct. I'm not good at recording history, but if you're here and you found this, then you must be a seeker who is curious. You're like me. I feel obligated to satisfy your curiosity. Honestly, the Commandant and Vera didn't know about this place at all at first. The ones who are curious are Hassan and Nicola. They're just too old to come here themselves. So they gotta stay in the cozy space station. Let me briefly describe what happened after that meeting. We started rationing the moment we initiated the lockdown. The plan went well, and it allowed us to last for a very long time, with very limited resources. When food began to run short, we came to an unspoken agreement. The core researchers were prioritized with provisions, while the others were arranged in the order of their importance. the least of which will die first. Ugh. Ugh. The first one to go was the administrative department. We didn't have any higher-ups to report to anymore after all. This island wasn't designed for our situation, so it doesn't have any corpse disposal facilities. Yeah, I was wondering about that. We decided to administrate burials at sea. Okay, yeah, so they did just drop them off to the side to avoid the growth of germs and bacteria from the accumulating bodies. Honestly, I'm surprised a situation like Lord of the Flies didn't happen. Could be because they're all, adults who are, maybe not cold-hearted, but maybe more practical. But, I'm surprised that no one actually fought back. No one actually objected to just deciding who's more important than who. Logistics was next. After that, I had to spend an extra 25 minutes each day traveling between the office and the storage to pick up the canned food and hardtacks. I had to learn how to organize files and do other trivial stuff. They fed the fish. They fed Lamia. It was the medical department afterwards. They left behind detailed medical guides before they died. Those who remained were all very grateful for their generosity. They were followed by the communication department. They'd been diligent in their roles, trying to establish contact with the outside world, but it didn't work. Her voice gets colder and colder as if she's just a machine with a warm human body. Robotics. Without those mechanics and engineers, I could only hope that nothing major broke before our research saw some results. I mean, the place is still running, even after everyone's gone, so I would say that the robotics department did their job. Data, similarly. Without the programmers, I could only pray that the servers and data bank won't fail. Research. It was our last and most essential department, the one under my lead. We made a list, and the one on top would die first. Since I was the key personnel here, they put me at the bottom. Right, I also placed the non-staff members, such as children, in the middle. Given that they consumed less food and energy and factoring in ethical concerns, I didn't place them in the very first group to go. Well, good to know that they spared the children. Someone please think of the children. Some of our colleagues had values that would have clashed quite strongly with the alternative, that could possibly stall our progress. This is the first time I've done this kind of visual documentation. I never had to bother with this kind of trifling work in the past. That's about it regarding the base after the outbreak. If the data department server room is still intact, you will find our activity logs for the past 3 years there. Will you also tell us the password to it? Because apparently, it won't let us through without any biometric clearance. Now I'm moving on to what we have achieved. 0-point reactors are highly classified, but if you're watching this right now, then you must already know that there is one such reactor in this facility. After the lockdown, we tried to recreate the first reactor's failure in order to figure out how the punishing virus first appeared. Long story short, we failed. We repeated some of the steps from the last log of that reactor and managed to create a similar environment, but the punishing virus didn't show up. Oh. Okay, so it was sabotage. I'm thinking that someone created the virus on purpose then. Correction, not that it didn't show up. It appeared, but it was unobservable. I don't know who is watching this right now and whether or not you have any knowledge regarding it, so I'll try my best to put it in layman's terms. Reports from around the world and the first reactor told us what the physical effects would be when the punishing virus appeared. We didn't observe the virus directly, but our equipment detected those phenomena. They disappeared soon after they manifested. Like raindrops, we couldn't see the virus, only the ripples it caused once it hit the water. Okay, so the virus is a virus, as in it's itty bitty, it's microscopic. In other words, some kind of energy absorbed them. In my department, if my department and I had another 2 years worth of food, we might be able to figure out why it happened, but all my staff are dead now, and I just finished my last hardtack. Okay, so that means that something on Atlantis is maybe not purifying the virus, consuming the virus then? That's why nothing here has really corrupted, and it's just, other corrupted from the outside coming here? We've gone as far as we could. I couldn't catch the raindrop, but I found the water. The water that absorbed the punishing virus. It will take me way too long to explain the details, but I call the technology the Omega file. Okay, so we have something that can absorb the punishing virus now. Okay, that's actually a big development to the plot. I put it in my pocket. I'll be heading for the observatory at the highest part of the city after this recording. I don't have samples and equipment to repeat our experiments, so I can't guarantee that Omega File would work outside of this space. The cold machine shows a hint of warmth for a second, with sadness buried underneath it. Regardless, Seeker, or Seekers, you have traveled this far. This is your reward. I think we've completed our part remarkably. I hope you will complete yours too. Now seek your legacy. Lestrus lets out a sigh. Right, I wasn't planning to say the following in the record. Sentimental words always affect a person's rational judgment, but I think I should give all of us one last opportunity to be capricious. After that meeting, there were some among us, who questioned if we had done the right thing. While others were resolute in their answers, they believed we made the correct choice. To be fair, the virus that destroyed the world was born from the first zero-point reactor. That did make many of us doubt the decision to continue our research, but we still decided to carry out our duty till the very end. We did not regret anything. We did what was right. Imagine if Hasen and Nicola never found the full coordinates to this place, and Lamia just managed to sink this place completely. You know, if Murray gave them the wrong coordinates or something and gave Lamia the right ones, this whole place would just go down with the ocean. No one would ever know what they did or what the Omega File is. if Murray were a little more devious, it would be over. There would be no plot. We would have chosen the same even if we could do it again. I think our colleagues in the first reactor would feel the same. She closes her eyes. The only thing I regret is that this is as far as we can go. But I hope any human that sees this remembers one thing. Don't forget your desire to reach the stars. Don't lose your hunger to trek forward. Don't lose the courage to go further just because we are being plundered. Seize it, conquer it, fall and stand again. Keep going. I believe humanity will have a bright future. I'm putting everything we have in your hands. Now, I'm going to see my colleagues. Goodbye. Bye, Lustrous. Okay, that was bleak. That was depressing. Alright, let me drink first. Okay. I am currently drinking milk tea. Oh, the recording is over. All the questions you have on the way here have been answered. So that's what happened to all the corpses. Thinking of nukes, it is indeed right. There was no evacuation, no bodies. Everyone stayed until the last possible moment. I wonder where Lustrous is, because she was the last one left, right? I don't think anyone stayed behind to push her off into the sea. Well, maybe there were robots and stuff that she programmed to do that. But I wonder if, like, her corpse is just lying down somewhere. This brain above the Atlantic Ocean did not stop thinking until the end. Except all the fuel was consumed, with barely any cinder remaining. But the last spark, hey! The chapter title, is safely kept at the top of this lighthouse. Alright, roll credits! Vera steps back. This is insane. Despite her murmur, she grins like a madwoman. Ha! These people were out of their minds like me. Absolutely unhinged. At least, you know, she acknowledges it, that she is unhinged. Vera? You were right. They didn't take what they went through as a lesson. They could have a second chance and nothing would change. They only treated it as a failed experiment. Experiment, fail, experiment again, and fail again. This was but their daily lives. Vera wipes away the tears at the corner of her eye. Oh, she can cry. I didn't think that Kurono would create a construct that could cry. She suddenly remembers why she was recruited by Nicola in the first place. Kill, survive, kill again, and survive again. That was the whole of her existence. She was always the one who remains, carrying everyone's pain. She could not tell what could possibly await her at the finish line of this endless cycle. Oh, so Nicola was like, oh, your nickname is Death? As in, you kill everyone? Or, like, everyone dies around you? Perfect! That means you survived through everything. I want you. Tears of joy for finding unhinged comrades. Yeah, but they're not here anymore. They're past unhinged comrades. So that man showed up and offered her a way out. He told her it would be a path filled with obstacles and pain, but he promised there would be light at the end of the road. I see. Vera closes her eyes and mutters a few words that only she can hear. Then she turns to look at you. Do you remember what I asked you? About the torch? Yeah. I wouldn't put it out. I wouldn't, because I want to find out what's there at the end of the darkness. I want to find the person who planted the detonating cord and kick their ass. Fair enough? Yeah, who sabotaged the world? Huh? Who created this stupid punishing virus? Huh? Someone died? Yes, lots of people died. Everyone on on Atlantis, basically, died. Don't lose the courage to go further just because we're being plundered. Seize it, conquer it, fall, and stand again. Keep going. And we're just like them. So are the President and the others. That's why we're standing here now. The story of humanity is the story of the fight against fear and the unknown. At first, humans were afraid of beasts, then they feared fire, and the gods after that. But they've driven away the beasts, harnessed the flames, and discovered secrets withheld by gods with science. I feel like it was very appropriate for me to play Chrome's Glory interlude before this, because this is basically the lesson that we got from Chrome's interlude, right? No matter how many people are sacrificed, even if those people are forgotten by time, they are still considered heroes because they sacrificed for humanity, and they deserve to have their work continued, to have other people sacrifice, to have yourself sacrificed for their sacrifice, basically. Like Chrome said, no matter what, he will continue being a construct to make sure that everyone else's sacrifice is not in vain, basically. So, yeah, it feels like the theme is very, very similar to the Chrome Glory interlude. When you look at a certain perspective, humanity is pretty much insane. Who? Yes, everyone, basically. A lot of people died. This is a post-apocalyptic world, after all. Everyone is afraid of punishment and death, but no one has ever stopped because of them. If they have, humans would have believed the Earth to be the center of the universe. They would have thought fire and lightning were the gods' wrath. They would have hidden in the trees from the predators. Newton said humans were playing on the seashore next to the ocean of truth. Is that real? Is that an actual Newton quote? Or perhaps we are standing in the dark, fearing the unknown in the dark, but we raise our torch higher every time because we are curious. Because we are humans. Why? That's what we want to know. Apparently, the guys on Atlantis, the researchers, tried to redo the circumstances that created the punishing virus, but it didn't happen. Not to the extent that was able to wipe out the world. Which means that at the very least, we've confirmed that the punishing virus was something created on purpose. Something like sabotage, So, well, at least their sacrifice released that truth, maybe? Why not? Query, please. That is the purest, the most primal kind of courage. The greatest gift our 2 million years worth of evolution has given us. There lies the mountain, thus our will to climb it triumphs over our fear of falling. We would choose the same even if we could do it all over again. You're out of your mind too, Takes one to know one. A sudden crack interrupts your conversation. Lamia, that was you? That was bad. Yeah, it was very bad. It was very depressing seeing the logs of the researcher. Should have been fired or something. Well, a little too late to fire them, since everyone's busy with the apocalypse and stuff. You look toward the sound and find the glass wall breaking, but the crack is yet to go through. Water. Oh, it's not Lamia, it's just water. We have to find a way to stop it. Lamia, but the central control system. Yeah, Lamia seems to be the only one who can control the systems. It doesn't look like Illustrious included the passwords to this place in her logs. Right, the goddamn fish. I don't know why she can control the system, but she's the one with the clearance. We'll just grab her and take her here, and force her to... If the Ascendants are also after the information on the 0-point energy, then there's only one place she'll be heading. Top of the tower? The top of the tower. The two of you almost say it at the same time. Vera suddenly stabbing me with that line. Oh, water! I think that's supposed to be water. The floor below you keeps shaking as water pours into the lower levels of Atlantis. The breeze blowing from your back also gets stronger, like the last breath of a drowning man. You look down from the edge of the street, and there is but darkness and a trembling rumble. The alarm goes off. Not for the breaching water, but for you, the invaders. Damn it, what quarrel does this place have with us? Why can't that ascendant travel uninterrupted? Oh, why can that ascendant travel uninterrupted? Why does the city accept her identification? Because she is the city! She's from here. We're out of time. Break it? I know! Once, twice, a third time. The sound of Vera's spear hitting the metal echoes every time, long and petrifying. It travels downward, intensified by the empty expanse between the walls and water, making it more haunting. Annoyingly, every time you breach the door, you find more alarms, sealed entrances, gates, and checkpoints waiting for you. The machine that is the city does not falter, despite its administrators gone. Except it considers Lamia as an ally and you two the enemy. Water follows you closely from behind. Get away, water! Every time you put some distance between you, you find the road stopping before you. By the time you open a passage, the water once again closes in. The corrupted Lamia has brought here are missing. They were only wandering outside in the beginning, but now they followed the water and blocked your way to the top. Alright, time to fight again. Fight, fight, fight!
この戦い、
この戦い、
楽しませてほしいものね。
欲しいものね。Get out of my way! Yeah, we got no time for this shit. We're gonna drown!
その程度の抵抗なのより解かれし借り取ってあげる。我が刃の子はやめなさい。
The path to another area is cleared.
分けるのは一瞬よ。
Atlantis EO2. Oh, restaurant. Restaurant zone. Almost to the top. Come on. Oh, hello.
宿命の風は私が断ち切る。
Vroom.
次に向かうわよ。
Tyrion! I'm doing great. Hello.
終幕ではないわ。
Yeah, the chapter has revealed some big lore bombs. I like it. I like it so far. We finally gotten to the point where we ran into Lamia, and now we're looking for her again. Having removed all the obstacles in your way, you've discovered Lamia's tracks on the way to the observatory. Long and deep scratches graze the metal walls, marks that can only be made with her twin blade. She's indeed after the data of the zero-point reactor. Is she? You cannot help but ask yourself. Why would she care about the data point reactor information, you know? Except no one can answer you now. Okay. Hydrate time. Everyone else, you guys should hydrate too if you have water with you. Okay, continue. After that first and last meeting, I thought there would be more opposition. Lustrous looked slightly surprised. The administrative director closes the metallic clasp of the suitcase and smiles at the research director. My hands would be on your neck if I was still the same person from when I first came here. Remember the first night you became the director? I dragged you out from your lab and hosted a dinner with the other directors. I asked you what you think of the base when we were eating. You said this place is like a brain constantly metabolizing. I did say that. It was a good metaphor. Does it matter what carbon dioxide and the sodium think when they're created from the metabolism? So, you're saying you've just accepted that you're all gonna die anyway, huh? Fair enough. Lustrous does not hesitate. Not at all. The only thing that matters is the thought. That's why the nutrients go to your part of the brain. Do what you have to do. They really just have to accept it. Yeah, we're all gonna die. It's Jover for us. It's go Jover. The administrative director nods at the others around the table. Don't worry, we'll do our job. Lustrous looks at the directors one by one. She lets out a barely visible smile. I'm glad to have you as my colleagues. It's an honor working with you all. The honor is mine. I look forward to Atlantis leading the next industrial revolution. But if I won't live long enough for that day to come, I'll die where it sits. She stands. I'll go first. Try to stay away as long as you can. We are sorry that you have to be the one who carries it all at the end. So did it not allow her to see everyone dead? Oh. Lester stands in front of the window of the observatory, looking out at the lifeless seaborne city. The more one thing has shown, the more forsaken it looks when it falls. Too long has passed. Everyone she knows has passed. Now standing here alone, she looks like a wavering torch in a sandstorm. And this last torch is about to go out. Honestly, if I were the last person left at any facility, I wouldn't bother wearing heels or like wearing my coat or anything. I'd just be like, well, maybe not in my underwear, but in my pajamas at least, you know? I don't got no one else to look pretty for. The weather isn't great today. Dark clouds cover the sky, but the rain has yet to fall. Literal silver linings are peeking from between the clouds. Did they say seaborne? They also said forsaken. The time has come, and so... Hey, Motivated Alpha! Everyone was wondering where you were. I told them that you were busy with your exams, because you are a studious student, and you are a good student. Unlike me. She closes her eyes, trying to feel the warmth on her cheeks. So in the end, I still have that speck of weakness in me. Oh, brain, I despise you sometimes. What about the people that find your body? I mean, I'd be dead by then anyway, so what do I care what they see? I'm doing fine, Motivated Alpha. Hope you've been well. I hope you're not pushing yourself too hard with your studies. You need to keep the drip. By the time they find me, the drip won't be the thing they're most concerned about. They'll be more concerned about the fact that I'm a corpse. Sister sighs softly. She's never shown any weakness in front of others because she was their flag. A flag is a symbol and a metaphor. A flag does not need to show humanity or have a heart. A flag just needs to be hung before an army during wars and planted on the enemy's castle after victory. As long as the flag does not fall, everyone else will charge towards the same destination. As long as it stands, everyone will march forward fearlessly for their dreams and beliefs. Today was your physics exam. Oh, well, good job. I don't know how you did or how hard it was, but good job either way. You did your best. We're proud of you. But now everyone she was leading is gone. They've burnt their dignity and soul into cinders for their last act for humanity. And so the flag becomes a human again. Try to stay away as long as I can. I'm afraid I can't keep that promise. The observatory used to be where they liked to stay the most. It sits at the top of Atlantis, and they could see the whole city from here. They could see the ocean, the sky, the stars. The observatory is empty now. She's the only one left, trying to see humanity's future. All about Aura, you must understand. Even in death, she got that shit on fire drip. Oh man, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I think it's just my old age speaking. I'm not like you kids, you know. The package no longer matters to me. My image no longer matters. I'm already old. It's too late for me to care about drip. Lustrous walks to her chair and sits down. She has done her job. This is as far as she goes. She's tired. She will leave the rest to the work of those to those who come after her. Lustrous turns around and takes one last look at the setting sun. Just one regret, she thinks. The day she set foot on this island, she thought she would go to the edge of the universe one day. Who would have thought that in the end, I go gentle into that good night. Her last whisper is carried away by the wind, disappearing with the last hint of sunlight. What do you say? The hive mind stares at you. Corey, are you okay? Everything alright with you? Oh, well, that answers my question about where her corpse is. She's in the observatory. Yep, yeah, she's definitely dead now. The moment you open the door to the observatory, you feel like you've just pressed the play button on a snapshot of the past. As the sea breeze rushes in, the room begins to fog up. The woman you've seen in the videos is sitting quietly on a chair not far from you. I wonder... Now, I was about to say something very, I guess, disturbing, but better not. Corey, are you alright? The hive mind detects your lies. Her body does not look rotten. It has dried thoroughly under the same clothes you've seen in the records, easily identifiable. Oh, that's why she got the drip on. She wants people to be able to identify her. A heavy sense of sadness suddenly brews and fills the room. Silently, Vera walks towards the woman and kneels down on one knee. And then she discovers something. The supply crate next to the body is filled with food. Vera's eyes widen. Ha 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 ha. Look at that pose. She's doing a JoJo pose. For a moment there, she can even picture the woman's last moment from what has been left behind in the room. Unlike the others, Lustrous was not starved to death. She chose to end her life. Realizing that, Vera laughs hysterically as if to cover another feeling deep inside. This is as far as she goes? Then what the hell is this? You tricky bastard, in the end you couldn't take it. Well then, I'll seize it from you. I mean, you don't have to eat, Vera. Quick warning, think the interlude or the hidden chapter of this, not sure, but prepare your tissues. Alright, here we go then. Gotta prepare my tissues. Vera opens a pack of hardtacks and stuffs them in her mouth. You don't need to eat, Vera! Constructs do not need to eat. What she's doing is technically pointless. So Vera just starts stuffing the hardtacks into her mouth one after another, like a ritual, where she's picking up the baton. A flag being passed from Lustrous to Vera. If you can't take it, I will. I will take your dreams, your future, your desires to live, your lost pain. I will take it all. She stands up, reaches inside Lustrous's coat, and takes out their legacy. Is it Omega File? She gives it to you. I'll keep it safe. She nods. Stay here. I'm going spearfishing. Ah! No! Lamia! I mean, I get why she has to do it, but I feel so sorry for Lamia. Who knows how many things here are obvious. I don't want Nicola nagging me if we're not trying to stop it from sinking. With that, she walks away resolutely. She's going fishing! Whoops. Alright, Lamia. R.I.P., I guess. Oh, it's raining. The sky opens up and rain pours down as if water from the whole world is converging here. Ah, wait. I gotta hydrate. Gotta remember to drink. Hold on. Vera jumps onto the roof and finds the humanoid hybrid ascendant standing not far away. Lamia lifts her head slightly, looking at the sky, letting the rain hit her face. Time to go fishing! Despite not expecting her to listen, Vera still raises the banner spear in her hand and points it at Lamia, threatening her loudly. Hey, fish! Hey, fish girl! Oh my god, she said it. Hey, fish! I don't know what's your deal with this city, but you better disable the submergence command right this second, or this spear goes right through you, you hear me? Maybe if she mentions Murray, if she says that her commandant is Murray, maybe that'll convince Lamia. The mermaid ascendant turns her head towards Vera slowly. A strand of hair, wet from the rain, falls to the side with her movement, revealing her hollow-looking gaze. Vera is stunned. Vera knows that gaze intimately. The look of total desperation was once in her eyes as well. On that rainy day, after all her companions died, she also stood there, looking at the rainy sky, letting the rain hit her, hiding her tears in the rain. I'm not going to give it to anyone. Okay. Yeah, maybe she doesn't look too much like Lustrous. My theory was that Lustrous is actually Lamia, you know, her human self before she became a construct. But maybe not. I think Lamia... I mean, it could just be that she made her construct self look different on purpose. But I think Lamia looks thinner than Lustrous. Then again, it could be the coat, making Lustrous look a little wider. It's spearfishing time! That's right. Lamia draws her twin blade, the edges of the curved blades looking like the arc of comets flying across the night sky. Huh, I don't think I ever realized that she's a dual wielder. Have we ever fought Lamia before? You know, as a boss NPC? I can't remember. I know we fought, you know, Alpha, we fought Roland, we fought, the chef. I don't remember if we Never fought Lamia though. Well, no, maybe I think in Kowloon maybe we did. But it was more like Chrome and Kamui fighting Lamia, I think. This is mine. Stop bothering this place. Sink! Sink! Lamia cries sorrowfully and charges at Vera with her blade held high. Alright, spear fishing time. Fish. She's in the water. She is fish. Yeah, I don't think we've ever fought Lamia. Where are you? Hello? I honestly can't remember if we've ever fought her in this form. Maybe she was in a different form before. Stop! Stop hitting me! Please! Well, reboot it once. Someone ever noticed the name's Lamia, but she's a mermaid? Lamia are snake girls, not fish girls. Ah, that's right. In Greek mythology, they're more snake-like. I mean, they both have scales, at least, I guess. Then do you? She's so tall, so big, so bottom heavy. Which isn't a bad thing, Lamia. Some people really like that. Red strike means parry. I'm trying. I'm not a gamer, I'm sorry. Oh! Cutscene. The one where she jumps up and winds up for really long. Oh. Oh my god, are we actually underwater now? Oh. Oh, that's a very cool audio effect. Like even the music sounds like it's underwater now. Oh my god. Can no longer go back. So if she isn't Lustrous, maybe she's one of the other directors that Lustrous was friends with. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how could she be from Atlantis, since the logs never mentioned the constructs before. The water is growing turbulent. Where are you, Lamia? Lamia! Oh, fishy. Here, fishy. Darla wants to play. Darla from Finding Nemo wants to shake your bag. Her like swimming animation actually looks really smooth. Oh, there you are. Yep, dead twice. I'm so glad that they don't make me restart every time I die. Even like the battle lines are they sound like they're underwater. That's so cool. Oh my god. Where are you? Stop swimming, you fish. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Don't worry, you've been playing this game for 3 or more years. You still have trouble with second phase. Lock on so you can follow her movement. But if I lock on, then I'm not gonna be able to use the mouse. Anytime I switch to the lock on mode, they make me put both hands on the keyboard. I'm not used to that. Cutscene again. Oh, I like the rain effect on the screen. That's what Lamia sounds like in Japanese. Ah! Lamia! Oh! Fish! Here, fishy. Fish, where are you? Oh. Ah! I wasted that ult. Where are you? Senjoyo? Where are you? Okay. I'm just trying to get... I just want this to end now. I'm not trying to get perfect marks anymore. Why did they give the fish so much HP? Where? Ugh. Senchoyo. Gotta study for a bit. See you tomorrow. Bye, Kirion. Bye. Good luck with studying. Have fun, I guess, if you can. Oh, they're standing so close together. The twin blade and the banner spear clash with each other, creating an ear-piercing ring. The air seems to be humming as well. Invisible ripples extend outward in the rain every time the blades meet. Taking advantage of a gap in Lamia's defense, Vera's spear strikes at Lamia, piercing a raindrop that's about to hit the butterfly on her chest. Before the spearhead connects, a large wave hits them from the side. Is she waterbending? It obstructs Vera's aim, and the spear only grazes Lamia's arm. Still, Vera's force is strong enough to leave behind a gaping wound, revealing the metal bones underneath Lamia's artificial skin. So much... well. Sounds like Boa, as in Boa Hancock. I feel like it's been so long since I watched any episodes with Boa Hancock in them. I've forgotten what she sounds like. Whoops. Lamia cries in pain. She backs away with a hand covering the wound, her eyes filled with anger and fear. She cannot defeat the construct before her. She is in her element, surrounded by the turbulent ocean, and yet she still cannot defeat the red-haired woman. Oh, there is something this red-headed woman has that Lamia does not. Lamia once saw the same kind of spark from someone else, but that someone was long lost within the seaborne sea. Okay, so Lamia at least has seen the director, has seen Lustrous before this. Vera shakes off the water on the flag before readjusting her stance and charges at Lamia again. It's impossible. Impossible. Mudana! Murina! Stay away. Impossible! Stay away! Lamia looks like she's seen a ghost, scared, yet in awe. I am also in awe of Vera. She keeps backing up. Another wave hits the platform. As if she's trying to escape, Lamia turns away from where the spear is coming from and jumps into the wave. You're just leaving? You're just dipping? Lamia, come back! I love you! Okay, last spark now available. The name. The city is about to sink, and this is when the storm stops. You look out, and the city is gone. The horizon reverts to a flat plain. The top of the 6 spires now tiny dots, barely noticeable. Even the tallest main city is fully submerged, save for the roof of the observatory. Oh, wait, gotta drink. Hydrate again! Ha! Yes, it is a very generic villain line. The wind howls and the waves rumble. With one hand on her banner spear, Vera half kneels, half sits on the floor. She was going to overpower Lamia and subdue her, whatever it took to drag her back to the control panel so she could force her to disable the submergence command. But Lamia still ran away in the end. All Vera feels now is tiredness and frustration. How strange, she was willing to go this far, she thinks to herself, and characteristically, she does not have an answer immediately. This is very unlike her. She has not been this apprehensive for a long time. She's protected her target and retrieved the objective. She did not need to spend the extra effort in this place, and yet... what is done is done. She's too proud to need an explanation for her actions. A conqueror does not justify herself. Everything is instinctual. By the way, how's the cat? So yeah, yesterday I tried to put Beans, so Aang's mom, the kitten's mom, in the same room as him. You know, try to see what happens for one night. So the kitten like was very stiff all night. Like he didn't really jump around or run around like he usually does. And the mom, you know, Beans was just meowing all the time. I don't think she likes being stuck in one place for too long. You know, she is a stray originally, so I think she just likes being able to move around everywhere, and staying cooped up like that was stressful for her. And was also very stressed. I didn't see him approach the food bowl even once. Beans did eat. I don't know if Aang maybe ate while I was asleep, but you know, while I was awake, like he didn't really move far from me. He just stayed close to me and just looked at Beans warily the entire time. So I don't think that they can stay together just yet. I think having another cat in his usual space made him more tense. Like he couldn't relax at all. So I've decided to just let Beans continue being a stray cat for now. She's not gonna stay in my room at least. And Aang is just gonna continue being the only cat in my room, it seems. For now at least, you know? I didn't really want to stress them both out by forcing both of them to stay in the same space. So yeah, at this point it's just back to Aang being the only cat in my space. And Beans is now outside again. Suddenly, the loud whirring sound of engines appear in the distant sky. Struggling, Vera looks up and finds a tiny black dot approaching, a transport craft, but not one of Kurono's. Oh yeah, Kurono was after us! I completely forgot about that! Where are Kurono? It's a Babylonia transport craft with the logo of Grey Raven on its wing. My ravens! My owls! Lee! Lucia! Liv! That's so damn late. No, not too late. Another quake from beneath her feet. Just like the first time when the city started sinking, this one is also earth-shattering. Oh, cutscene. So Lamia did undo the submergence? It's all going up again. Huh, I thought she just dipped. Unless the Grey Raven Commandant somehow managed to figure out how to undo it eventually while Lamia and Vera were busy fighting. While Vera was busy spearfishing. I like the effect of the water on the lens, on the camera lens, you know. It looks so cool. The L's. They're my L's. It's so big. Doctor, you're huge. Before Vera can react, before she can even register what is happening, the city begins to rise at a high speed, covered in water, and it bathes in the reflection of the sun. You know, if we can keep it going, you know, keep this place running, we could use it as a new base for Babylonia, you know, since apparently this place has something about it that devours the punishing virus. It could be a new, like, safe zone for humanity. For a second, it is no longer a graveyard. The ocean has cleansed it of its malady. Underneath the sun now stands the lighthouse of human civilization from eons past. Yeah, just as long as we can keep people from the observatory, you know, just warn people that there's a corpse in there, no one go inside. Other than that, everywhere else, it's fine. Vera closes her eyes. She recalls a way to measure time she once heard. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. If you compress this period of time into 12 months, then the history of humankind begins on the last night of the year. On that last night, which is 3.5 million years ago, the first hominin stood up, and instead of looking at Earth, it looked to the stars. It takes 60 seconds from humans understanding seasons by observing the stars to the first astronaut planting his flag on the moon. Second park, yay! Yeah. Like the water park. The water park is also considered a safe zone for humanity. I forgot. And humankind's current obstacle, the punishing virus, is but a blip in the grand scheme of things. Showered by sunlight, Vera walks up, her eyes opened wide, looking directly at the sun. Yeah, constructs would be able to look directly at the sun, wouldn't they? She can almost see the woman's figure against the glare of the sun. She reaches out her hand. Oh, she's doing the anime pose. She's reaching out towards the sky. Every anime opening has the main character doing that. She can almost touch it. The world is second in the future. Like the astronaut on Apollo 11 planting his flag on the moon, Vera plants her banner spear by her side. Why am I hearing boss music? Are we gonna fight again? It is an act of ancient primal instinct, claiming her territory. When their first ship entered the orbit, they declared Earth theirs. When their flag was planted on the moon, they declared the moon theirs. Humans will not stop conquering. Centuries after humans conquered the moon, those from Babylonia, they have conquered Earth again. Cutscene. Grey Raven Commandant, you gonna help her? No, Vera does not need help. If that were the moon, I'd be saying, tonight, we steal the moon! What does that flag say? Raging lightning? Lamia. Lamia, you good? Are you still getting PTSD flashbacks? One more thing. This is just my view and some guesses. I didn't want to leave it in this recording at first. But a good educated guess is no less valuable than a clear conclusion. Unfortunately, I don't have time to prove its validity, so I'll leave it to you, Seekers of Tomorrow. Maybe this will help your work. I've been thinking about the logic behind the punishing virus's appearance. I doubt the zero-point energy itself could create the virus. There are no laws of physics that support this emergence. There is a logic to every species and their place in the natural order. Even mosquitoes. Honestly, that's the only kind of animal that, if I were God, I would just immediately snap mosquitoes out of existence. Like, no. I hate them. Sheep keep the amount of grass in check. Predators keep the number of sheep in check. What about the punishing virus? What role does it play in this order? As far as we can tell, the zero-point energy is a crucial condition for the punishing virus's existence. But personally, I prefer the theory that zero-point energy opened a pathway instead of creating the virus. The zero-point reactor is a product of extremely complicated advanced physics and mathematics. On the other hand, the more advanced the technology is, the more susceptible it is to the punishing virus. That is to say, a primitive civilization wouldn't have a chance to encounter it. The punishing virus wouldn't have crawled out of a furnace or a steam engine. Even if they did encounter it, as long as there was no electricity or digital devices, the punishing virus wouldn't have made a dent. The logical conclusion is obvious. The punishing virus targets highly advanced civilizations. It grows in a civilization like a parasite to keep it in check, and if the civilization is too sick to heal, it dies. So it's like the anti-spiral, I guess. You know? Oh, humanity, you've gone too far. Time to cull you again. That's right, an old cliche. The great filter of civilizations. It's the fever that Samuel Jackson theorized in that one... what was it called? Kingsman. In the first Kingsman movie. The mosquitoes are a good choice, though. Irresistible, even. Right, right! You can't tell me that you want mosquitoes to stick around. Come on. I don't have any proof, obviously. I haven't observed any other civilizations that were hit by the punishing virus. Our only sample is humankind. But maybe you'll have the chance to go further. So jot down this guess in your notes. I'll be very happy if it inspires you somehow. Shadows fall, the night is long, but the dawn will come. Go see the dawn for us. Finally, if everything we've done was wrong, then I think our only mistake is our own weakness. Living things reproduce, civilizations expand. Since a monkey climbed down the tree 2 million years ago, humankind has been climbing up the food chain. We climbed with our hands and teeth at first. Then it was fire and spears. The steam engines, combustion engines, generators, computers. We were on top of Earth's food chain, so we started reaching for the stars. Reach for the sky. We take skin and flesh from animals, and we take resources from nature. We take energy from the sun, the wind, the tides. We take and we take, our hunger boundless, just to feed our civilization. To go further, we built Babylonia. Traveling across galaxies requires a power source greater than everything that has kick-started an industrial revolution in the past. So we tried to surpass the sun and control zero-point energy. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. It might seem that everything is destroyed now because of it, but we will not bemoan our involvement. We only regret that we have not completely conquered it. This will be my last journal entry to the Seekers of Tomorrow. March on. Do not look back. Do not stop. Do not regret. March on. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. What is this, Shakespeare? The last journal of Lustrous. Oh, not Shakespeare. Fleas are also a good pick. They're extremely annoying, right? Right? What's the point of those animals? Are they supposed to be like the punishing virus just to keep humans in check? Alright, we finished the main story now. And now, since, there's still time. Let's do Hidden. I'm guessing this is gonna be going more into Lamia's past, maybe? A huge explosion has caused the entire sea to tremble. It sends out a large circle of rapidly expanding waves with Atlantis as the center. The monitoring system has quickly located the source of the explosion. It comes from an undersea level where the zero-point reactor is located. The logistics department is already cleaning up the reactor site. Reference from Interstellar. Oh, that was an Interstellar reference? It's been so long since I watched the movie, I don't remember much about it. There's debris everywhere, but no sign of burning near the reactor. This is not surprising, considering that a zero-point reactor does not rely on the primitive combustion reaction to release its energy. Oh, wait. Gotta remember to hydrate. Hydrate, people! Okay. Lustrous immediately arrives at the scene. She seems to be totally untouched by the disaster and begins asking questions. How's the situation? The disaster prevention system was activated in the first moment to cut off the power supply and isolate the radioactive beams. All facilities and personnel above the reactor level remain unharmed. How many casualties? 2 deaths, 1 seriously injured, 15 lightly injured. The medical department has taken over the injuries. Don't you mean 2 deaths and 16 to be killed later on? Get the robotics department here to investigate, then upgrade the disaster prevention equipment. Who was in charge of the experiment? It's Libya from the research department. Lamia? Remove her from the position, then send her back to land in the next supply ship. Is there a problem? Oh, is she one of the 2 who died? She's the seriously injured one. I'm afraid she won't last long. Oh. Would you like to see her, ma'am? Lustrous closes her eyes. I have no interest in fools, but she doesn't deserve to die for stupidity. Make sure the medical department does all they can. So even back then, Lamia was just clumsy, huh? The comms terminal suddenly lights up. Hello? Yes, she's here. I'll let her know. Ma'am, it's from the medical department. Libya has passed. Okay, so that wasn't Lamia, then. Why bother me with such news? The admin team will handle the compensation and the funeral. Libya was pregnant. Oh, so Lamia is the baby? The medical team couldn't save her, but managed to keep her baby alive. They want to know what they should do with the baby. We've never had a newborn here. Being so many L's now is your fault. What do you mean it's my fault? Did you include Luna and Lamia as well? Why is there a pregnant staff on the island? Libya was supposed to return to the land with the last supply ship, but she couldn't leave her ongoing research until her due date was close. As far as I can recall, you approved of her stay. Oh, also, Lustrous. Tell me where the baby is. Oh, hello. The light in the corridor of the medical department is extremely pale and bright. It seems even the shadows have faded a bit. No W's? I mean, Wanchi is W. Your brain trembles because of it. No, we're talking about the names of the characters. There are a lot of characters that start with L. The important characters, at least. Lee, Liv, Lucia, and then there's Luna, and Lamia, and now Lustrous. Who else starts with L? I can't think of anyone else. Oh, is my mic okay? Okay, mic should be okay. But yeah, a lot of L characters. The ward is divided by a green curtain. On the bed in front of Lustrous lies a small curled-up infant. Another bed is barely visible behind the curtain with a lifeless figure lying on top of it. Lustrous frowns. What is this, a monkey? Where's Libya's child? Have you never seen a baby before? Ma'am, this is her child. It's a girl. Can't believe she just called that baby ugly. I'm not familiar with physiology. Is this what a normal baby should look like? I mean, I wouldn't know what Lamia looks like as a baby. For all I know, she could have been born with the tail. The hive mind stares at you. No, the lower half of her body was crushed in the accident. Oh, that's why she's a mermaid. Possibly due to the explosion. You gave her basic first aid treatment, but how can we cure her? I'm afraid we can't, ma'am. We did everything we could to save a premature newborn from death. Honestly, I think it's a miracle that she's still alive. Lustrous lifts her eyes to glance at Libya's body under the green cloth. She frowns. Is it a common thing that the mother has died but the baby is still alive? It's happened a lot in the old days. Back then, women could possibly die from excessive bleeding during obstructed labor, but modern medical science can save almost all mothers nowadays. What's with this child then? Yeah, why is she so ugly? It was pretty incredible. Libya had a contraction on the brink of death. She was almost passing out, but she seemed to be determined to have the baby born. And she sort of succeeded. Well, it was us who took the baby out of her broken abdomen eventually. Is this a result of the so-called maternal bond? I don't know, but I remember a story I once read. The pregnant woman had her head cut off in a car accident, but her body managed to give birth to a healthy baby on the spot. Well, that's an image that won't leave my mind for the rest of the night. When are the supply ships arriving? Send her back to the land with the next shipment. I'm afraid we can't do it anytime soon. The submergence day is just around the corner. Lustrous frowns again. Just keep her for now. Would you like to give her a name? Whatever, just give her a coat. Don't waste my time with such trivial matters. Names are but an identifier. Lustrous sets out a sigh after a long time, as if she's making a compromise. Her mother's name is Libya. Let's just call her Lamia, then. Libya is just one letter away from labia. Foolishness. Oh, just one. Alright. Wonderful. Now every time you close your eyes, the image says hi to you. Only for the rest of the night. With my limited memory, I'm sure I'll forget it by the morning. Lamia once heard someone say, infants never keep their memories. The hippocampus and amygdala of the brain, which are essential for long-term memory, are still not fully developed during the infant stage. The memory links to various areas of the brain are constantly changing. Over time, such links are disconnected and memories will be lost. But the distant memory started to come back as she runs her fingers across the cold steel walls and goes deeper into the city. It all started from a blazing white light. I remember this place. Lamia looks at the tiny room in front and squats down. There are coffee cups scattered everywhere. The corner of the medical department office has been separated by simple cardboard fences. The ground is covered by foam and plastic airbags that were originally used to wrap expensive devices. That's her playpen? Okay, well, I see that no expense was spared for baby Lamia. A tiny, crippled figure is crawling inside the fence with two hands. There are no toys in the base, so the medical staff threw some cables, coffee cups, and writing boards for her to play. Damn. Had to do something. Okay, welcome back, Mike. You ready for the saddest baby story ever? Why is she still here? We were too busy when the last supply ship arrived. Plus, we never put things that are alive on our regular asset registration. Are you going to send her back to the land through the cargo channel? Whatever, forget it. Lustrous squats down to look at the crawling infant. She's so ugly, like a monkey. Can we get her to stand up? Yes, we can give her prosthetic lower limbs, but Lamia crawls to a pile of messy network cables and happily wraps it around her arm like a kitten playing with a ball of yarn. You brought tissues? For what? Her body is too young to take them. Then wait until she's older. Is there a risk? Every surgery has its risks, not to mention she's only a kid. How certain are you? I'll do my best. Tell me your plan. I'll make a fresh incision after anesthesia to expose the cross-section of her lower limbs. Then I will close the blood vessels, strip the nerve endings, and connect the nerve endings to the Oh my god, so many. It's complicated. To the electrodes of her prosthetic legs one by one. Finally, I will stitch up the wound and clean the excess tissue. Any doctors in chat? Could you let us know if this actually works? If this is actually a thing? Why the sudden obsession with medical science? Are you concerned about this child? Maybe, but mainly because this is a field I've never tapped into before. It's my personal interest. The operation isn't too difficult. You'll be amazed by the Science Council's latest human modification technology. Oh, really? You can tell me about it next time. Start your operation now. I will observe the entire process from outside. Why are we fighting? Wait, why are we getting into a fight now? As they say, infants never keep their memories. Promise Neverland told me that it can happen. The terminal in the hall area is operating. What would you like to do? Log A? Advance to log A, confirm. Tissues, why? It's gonna be very sad, apparently. Do we call you? Kill you? Can I fight you? Oh no. I have to interact. Interact with the device. What do you want to do with the device in this area? Required action log not read. Recommendation, look for relevant log on the terminal in the hall area. Hall area... Oh, you maybe? Interact. Loading memory. You do not have permission to access log A. Query rejected. Here, then, again? Terminal hall currently operating. Log A current. Retrieve data from nearby devices. Did I miss another thing I can interact with? Oh, I can go through here. Restaurant area. Interact. According to the existing log query, there are eyewitness accounts. Data transfer can be performed. Found new data. Okay, is that the only one? Small room. Coffee cups scattered around. Do I have to go to each and every one of them? Interact. According to the existing log query, there are eyewitness accounts. Data transfer can be performed. New data. Crude cardboard fences. And plastic airbags for equipment packaging. Yeah, anything else here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, since there wasn't... I couldn't interact with these two. Maybe on this side? Yeah, there's some more. Leisure area. Assessment according to existing logs. Prioritize inspecting terminal in the restaurant area. Okay, nothing left here. Okay, just to double check. Anything from you? Terminal and restaurant area. Okay. Yeah, I think that was everything, maybe? Okay, wait. Before I continue, maybe I should double check with these guys again. Loading memory. Log A loading complete. Log B access permission granted. Loading. Loading complete. Log B can now be accessed. Okay, yeah. Switch to log B. Okay, what about you? You got anything you wanna... use device as a relay point to decipher? Interact, maybe? You've obtained all data of current log. Alright, so I guess that means I can switch log B. Confirm. Round coffee cups, square writing boards, together with curly network cables. Okay, let's go to these guys again. Oh, they moved. Interact. Assessment according to existing logs. Prioritize terminal in the leisure area. Terminal. This is the leisure area, right? But what's the terminal? Interact. Data transfer can be performed. Found new data. Okay. Why is she still here? Can I do something else with you? Use as a relay point? Oh, okay, select brute force hacking. So you're telling me I could have just fought them all this whole time? Okay, never mind then. Fight! Brute force hacking. I like this method. I prefer this method. If you can't join them, beat them. Moi. Switch to log C. Log C. Is there any way to make her stand up? It's impossible for her to survive such an intensive surgery. So Lamia was an unwanted and ugly baby. You can't get a sadder backstory than that. Brute force! Hello. Brute force. This is a field I've never tapped into before. It's my personal interest. How's that monkey lately? Her name is Lamia, ma'am. She was born a monkey and then turned into a fish. She's doing well. The staff on the island all like her. Like her? Are you kidding me? I'm not. Everyone likes her. She's an interesting kid. You can go take a look just to kill some time. Because it's sad, yeah. Because it's sad, that's why. I have no time to kill, and you shouldn't have any either. But I am getting a little curious since you're making such a comment. Seen a couple of tragic backstories in my day. I've also seen some tragic backstories playing these games. So far, the only time that I've ever almost cried was with Lucia's in ZZZ. When during the patch with Lucia, you know, her time with her dad, and what was his name? Nuvilet's character story from Genshin. Those are the only times I've been close to crying on stream. The Lucia thing, you know, because I lost my dad, so it really hit me hard. While the Nuvilet thing, I don't know why. Just seeing him finally realize that he does have a place to belong in Fontaine, that hit me. That got me. Almost got me to actually cry on stream. In a corner of the medical department, when Lustrous finds Lamia, the still human has made a tottering tower using the coffee cups others gave her. Leaning on the cardboard fence, Lustrous takes away the few cups at the top. The tower wobbles a bit, then becomes balanced again. Oh, baby Lamia. Lamia raises her head and frowns at Lustrous. Lustrous hands the cups back to her. Little Lamia gladly takes them back and smiles. Lustrous writes a few points down in her notebook. Taking the coffee cup away, negative emotion. Giving the coffee cup back, positive emotion. Okay, well, I'm sure there are parents out there who are like this. Extremely low emotional threshold. Emotional shifts can be triggered by tiny stimulations. The emotional logic of human infants differs significantly from that of adults. Interesting. A few months later... Ma'am, you haven't been here for a long time. That's so? Lamia couldn't talk the last time you were here. Now she can say some basic words. Lustrous looks at Lamia. I'm Lustrous. Lamia stops playing with the coffee cups and looks at her without a clue. I am Lustrous. Lamia seems to have understood. She points to herself and utters with an incoherent voice. Lamia. What about him? Uncle. What's this? In this place? Lamia shakes her head blankly. Atlantis. Atlamas. Atlantis. Shalandis. Nestor shakes her head and makes a few notes. Hearing, normal. Vocal cord, normal. Language development, slow. Lustrous sets out a sigh. What a foolish young human. I mean, yeah, babies usually take time to be able to speak clearly, especially when, the adults won't speak to them. In a room of the medical department, it used to be a ward, but has been transformed into Lamia's personal room with the medical director's special approval. That's the snake, the eyes and the hair. Apparently, she's a monkey and a fish and a snake. The desk is made of a pharmacy table, while the infusion chair has been modified into a working chair. Both of them are still too tall for Lamia, as her mechanical legs are unable to touch the ground when she sits on the chair. A few lines of simple equations are written on the paper. This time, the data director has come to check on Lamia. Greetings, sir. She takes a bow, trying to mimic the action of other staff. Hello. The data director responds half-heartedly, then looks at Lustrous. She does look stupid. Dumb like a monkey. Damn. Good, we have the same conclusion. I heard she was learning mathematics recently. How's her progress? I don't know. Fine, I'll test her myself. The following definition is constructed. Addition is an operation which combines two or more numbers into a single number. Define multiplication in the same manner. Intimidated, Lamia looks at the man in front. She awkwardly twists her fingers into the hem of her dress. I don't understand. I look at your frown. Alright, next question. There are some chickens and rabbits in a barn. You know there are 35 heads and 94 legs. How many chickens and how many rabbits are there? Sorry, the question is too difficult. I don't know. The data director turns to Lustrous. She lowers the IQ of the whole Atlantis. God damn it. She's just a baby. I've never witnessed such a foolish creature. Lustrous doesn't realize, but her lips have curled under her mask. I'm glad that we have reached the same conclusion again. She writes down another 2 bullet points. Comprehension 4. Reflex slow. She's just a baby. Okay. It's been 2 hours already. Alright, I think this is a good place to stop in that case. Well, wasn't expecting to get Lamia backstory in the hidden part of the chapter. But it looks like we're gonna be needing tissues for next stream then. Alright then. Yeah, I think this is a good place to end it. Just before the devastation, apparently. So, Mike, Croyri, Kashiki, and Kirion, and Styx, and Spirit, and Motivated Alpha, if you guys are still there. Thank you again for joining me tonight. I guess this is as far as we can go tonight. Oh, Witch of Greed. Thank you for joining us for today's stream, even if it was for a short while. Firefly, you too. I hope that you recover again soon. Motivated Alpha, I hope that you take care with your exams and stuff. I'll in for it in the next episode. Yes, I shall see you again in the next episode. Alright, Mike, have a good rest of your day. Everyone else, have a good night's sleep. Have a good evening. Bye, Kashiki. Thank you again for dropping by. Thank you again, everyone. Alright, take care. Take care, buddies. Take care, children and grandchildren. I will see you guys again tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, take good care of yourselves. Goodbye. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Have a good day. See you. Bye. Thank you, Mike. Bye-bye. Bye, Corey. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.